Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm just gonna make a quick video on the Charlos. Man, the Charlos need to get all the props. Man, they did really good yesterday on their fights. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting Jamel to do that good. He did really good, even though he got hit a little bit. But he ultimately stopped Rosario, and he's the unified champion at 154. He's the best in that division, period. He has one loss to Tony Harrison. He revenged his loss by knocking him out. And he needs to be considered, I mean, he needs to be talked about, you know what I'm saying? He dominates the 154. Like, so all props for him. And Jamal, you know, Jamal is way bigger than Demetrius. Demetrius had no chance in that fight, man. Jamal kept him at distance, used his jab. I always thought that Jamal was like a 1-2 fighter, but yesterday he showed that he can throw in the left hook. He was catching him with the left hook every time he tried to come in. He was like, "Pop, get out of here, man." And you know, it was a beautiful fight for both of them, man. We need to give them props. Andrade, I mean, I'm a big fan of Andrade. You can watch my videos. I'm always talking about him. But Andrade needs to start doing more. Like, you know, when you look for Andrade's footage, you don't find really nothing, you know what I mean? There's no recent sparring videos, you know. He needs to work on his social media and promote himself, because I believe he can beat Jamal Charlo, but you know, we all believe that. I'm pretty sure a bunch of fighters and a bunch of boxing fans believe that, but he's not giving us nothing to look at, you know what I'm saying? And then the fight with Billy Joe Sanders, that should be made, man. Billy Joe said he wants to fight Andrade. Go ahead and make that fight, the Zone. There's no reason why they shouldn't fight. I mean, I want them to fight at 160, but if it's gonna happen at 168, might as well be. Or they can do a catch weight and put both titles on the line. And you know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen, because Jamal Charlo, Triple G, Canelo, and Andrade need to fight so we can find out who's the best fighter at 160, man. I think the middleweight we should do some type of super series of boxing for the 160-pound division, you know? Either Canelo fights Triple G and the winner fights the winner of Jamal Charlo and Andrade, or vice versa, you know what I mean? We gotta match those 4 fighters and make it happen, you know? I'm tired of this, like, oh, who has he fought? That's not the point. You're supposed to beat everybody. If somebody calls you out, the promoter should just be like, look, let's make this fight. You know, they gonna make money regardless. So let's make this fight and find out who's the undisputed champion at 160. But you know, the business of boxing is just disgusting, because they will not allow that, because they just want to keep milking the fans with the idea that this fighter is undefeated, that fighter is undefeated. You know, that doesn't help the sport of boxing, you know? Let's just make 3 fights for the undisputed champion at 160. Jamal fights Triple G, Andrade fights Canelo. The winner take on each other and be crowned and becomes the undisputed champion at 160. And we have no losers but winners, you know what I'm saying? And whoever loses, you know, he can go on and do something, because he's fighting the best, you know what I'm saying? So come on, man, let's make this shit happen, because that's what needs to happen, you know? For example, Canelo wanted to fight for the 168-pound belt, you know what I mean? Now he demanded that. Now the WBC just made Benavidez mandatory, and he ain't talking about it no more. Come on. You know, if you don't want to fight for that belt, unify and become undisputed at 160 with one fight, while the other guys that hold the other belts fight, and the winner of those respective fights can fight each other, man. Come on. You know, nobody's gonna respect the fact that, oh, I'm 6, 7, 8-time champion in different weight divisions, but you didn't fight nobody. I think it would be more like if they make like a type of super series 160. That means more than anything, the winner's gonna be claimed for the fact that he basically beat the top fighters in the division. He fought for all the belts. You know what I mean? And that's great for any one of them. And it's great for the ones that lose too, because something happened. You know what I mean? That's something we can look back and be like, damn, remember when, for example, Canelo took on Demetrius Andrade, and Charlo took on Triple G. And for example, Charlo beat Triple G, Andrade beat Canelo, and then they met up for the ultimate prize, you know, which is undisputed champion at 160. Or vice versa, any one of them. That would be great just for boxing, period. That would be great for them, you know what I mean? Nobody can talk bad about that. And the two losers of those two fights will fight each other to see, you know what I mean? Let's just all fight, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're gonna remember for what you did. And right now they're not doing nothing. None of them. I mean, Charlo just got a great win, but Demetrius didn't have a belt, and he's not considered top 3, top 4. So what? You know what I mean? Andrade is not doing nothing. Believe me, I'm a great fan of him, but I don't know. Nobody wants to fight him. It's not his fault. Nobody wants to fight him. But Billy Joe Saunders just proposed to fight him, call him out of his name, and being disrespectful. You know, just make the fight, Billy Joe. There's no need to talk. Like what are you talking about, man? Just, you were supposed to fight him. You popped dirty. Let's be honest about that situation. You can say whatever you want to say. You popped dirty. They stripped you. You moved up. They gave you an easy fight so you can become champion. And what have you done with that? Nothing. You won 68. You're not fighting. You didn't fight Smith. That would be a great fight in England. You're not calling out Plant. You're not calling out Benavidez. What are you going to do at 168? Huh? You're just going to hold the belt to say that you're somebody? Nah. That's not gonna hold water for anybody. Canelo's been doing what Canelo does, you know, catching titles like on fights that he know he can win. And Jamal Charlo finally stepped up. Demetrius Andrade, according to him and most boxing experts, nobody wants to fight him. Look, let's just make this happen. No excuses. Nobody's gonna be like, oh my God, you got knocked out or you lost or this and that. Nobody cares about that. We want to see good fights, and there's potential in all of y'all to give us good fights. So let's make it happen. Let me know what you guys think on the comment, and please subscribe and like. You know, I'm just starting my channel, and I'm just gonna keep it I'm biased as I can, and I just hope we get great fights. You know what I'm saying, guys? Nice.